Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a 1st-round pick back in April's draft.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and will show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 60 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Right back to him on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They run again on first down. Cook. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cook will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Give up the middle, Scatterboo. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. First down, here's Scatterby. Take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, his second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
First down, here's the run with Cole. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey,
He'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those